everyone. Happy holidays. We are doing, because our audience keeps commenting on how much they appreciate episodes where we focus on one person, celebrity or talent's style, and also where the garments are worn so you can actually see how fantastic they are. Because of the surge in interest in Selena since Netflix came out with her multi-episode show, we thought we would do an episode on what would Selena wear. And for today's episode, we have the honor of Vicky joining us. Come on down.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. One of the things I wanted to say is music is such an important part of so many people's lives, and a lot of it has to do with the generation and the culture. And so Selena was very much a part of your youth. Well, not that you're that old.
Well, yeah, very much so. When she passed away, I was only 2. But my family loved her, and she was like my first pop star that I was obsessed with. And they would tell me that when I was little, I was like dancing on the table to her songs, and it was like a source of their like entertainment. But I mean, I still dance on the table to her songs. Like, I love her so much. She was a icon not just because she was a pop star, but because she was a Mexican-American woman. And before her, there wasn't really much representation, you know, of that, like, glamorous, beautiful woman on the stage, especially for, you know, young girls like myself, just Latino people in general. It was such a... it was a beautiful thing to see.
A good role model.
Oh, totally. And, you know, there's just so much talent that flowed through her music and the way she danced. And but I think what's mostly phenomenal about her is the way she dressed. And she styled herself. She made her own bustiers. She later in life had her own boutiques and was a designer. And it's just amazing to see.
And one of the things that I love is that she embraced her culture.
Yes.
She didn't hide it.
Exactly.
Because there's a stigma. There was a stigma attached to it.
Exactly.
And of course, it launched Jennifer Lopez's career.
Yeah, exactly. And she did a great job in the movie too, portraying her. And that's how a lot of people my age also got to know Selena even more in depth and see. Even though it was a film, we got a feeling of like this is what she was like, and you know that movie just brings so many emotions to you. Mm-hmm. I mean, every time I watch it, I cry because it's like hard not to. You know, she was so tragically taken away from us at such a young age, and who knows where she'd be today.
Yeah.
I mean, but she has this lasting. She's gonna be like forever immortalized. She's an icon now. So, yeah.
Yep. So we're going to go through, we have a rack of things that we've pulled that are reminiscent of the type of things that Selena would have worn.
Yeah.
And we have our ever beautiful Vicky.
Thank you.
To put some of these fabulous pieces on to show you what they look like. Not three-dimensional because you're not seeing it in 3D, but anyway, give it a little life.
Yes, exactly. I'm excited. So, I guess we should start with just a couple of key pieces that if Selena were to walk into the way we wore, what she would pull from here. First of all, I think this dress right here is reminiscent of a lot of the gowns that she used to wear, like red carpet-wise. Just beaded bodices always were something that she kind of just wore all the time. It was a staple. So, like the bustiers and like a really beautiful train gown. Just, this is one of those pieces.
This particular gown that you pulled is probably late 80s, early 90s, and it's, believe it or not, a Bob Mackie, which totally would be something that a celebrity or a person of notoriety would wear
Yeah.
on the red carpet.
Yeah.
And what's beautiful about this is the construction really draws attention to the female form. The bust, and then the very fitted, it's like a corset almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got boning. And then this great opening which allows you to show leg. So, or if you want to dance, you're not restricted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's great construction.
Perfect. This piece is so incredible. I love it, and you just got it too. But immediately when I saw it, I did think of Selena. I mean, it's a mariachi piece, and it's so good.
What I love about it is it's totally mariachi piece, but it's been restyled in a way that makes it appealing to all people.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, anybody can wear it. I love everything on it. The embroidery and the back is so good as well. And this is definitely something that you can wear with like a bustier underneath or a little crop top, and it's just total stage outfit.
Total. And I love the detailing, like the tuxedo kind of band on the legs, and it's a cropped bolero jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
So this one is also really cool. Another beaded bodice, corset. This one's, and it's so colorful too. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yep. And it's great to wear for Gay Pride Day.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can wear this anywhere. Really. Yeah, and it's one of those pieces that, again, Selena was all about these beaded sequin pieces, and one of her like biggest fashion icons was Donna Summer. She was super inspired by the disco era, so that's why she kind of also brought back to life in the 90s like the jumpsuits and all of that, like fabulous, all those fabulous pieces from the 70s, which is why I also was very like just in awe of her, because I love the 70s. And around that time I feel like people were kind of not into disco anymore. You know, they almost like disowned disco, but she embraced it. So I really like that about her style. Yeah, so I think that shows a lot.
Well, and you know, one of the things I love about having this business is we don't really focus on trend dressing.
Yeah.
We focus on things that are beautiful, and if it fits you and looks great on you, go for it. If it happens to be trendy, that's an added bonus.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love Selena because she created her own look.
Yeah.
She wasn't following any trends.
Exactly. And it's so timeless too.
Right.
So it stays in style. It's like classic. Piece from my own collection. She was from Texas, from Corpus Christi, and something that she did a lot was incorporate Western wear into her looks. So she would wear like black disco pants, something like this, and again with like a mesh top and a bra underneath. So she always kind of kept it, it was always very sexy, but then she kind of masculinized it a little bit by wearing like a heavy moto jacket, which is so cool. And again, it's like what you said about her representing her culture. She was also representing where she was born and raised, and it was, you can see that in her looks.
In her choices.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's a really cool jacket.
Thank you. One of my favorites. Have had it for so long. And it reminds me of Selena. This. Love this very much. She also wore a lot of like colorful blazers. There's so many pictures of her in something like this. And I love this piece. One of my favorites here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's James Galanos. It's from the probably early 80s. It's this absolutely delicious multicolored lame brocade, and with the satin, it's like a smoking jacket in a way.
Yeah.
I think this one is actually available online. So for those of you interested in any of the pieces we're showing, we hope to have several of them online.
Yeah.
So they can be yours.
Exactly. Okay. So this is also another piece that I had in my closet. I found this luckily at a thrift store, and it came with like a church dress, but I just got it for this because it's such a statement piece.
Sideways.
Yeah, I mean,
The back. It's incredible.
it's so good.
It really is good.
It's so good. It definitely something Selena would wear. Also kind of reminds me of just like something Rick James would wear on stage, like very that out of world like funky kind of outfit. So yeah, definitely.
It's a great piece because you put it on and it gives you attitude.
Yes, exactly. And you don't have to do much with it. It's one of those pieces that just kind of gives you that look already. Very strong.
Can you comment on the pieces on the mannequins?
Yeah. So this look right here is in reference to her cow print look, which is one of her most iconic looks. She wore cow print from head to toe in a couple of her performances. And it's just paired so wonderfully with this bullet bra. This dress right here, this beautiful gown, which also is just incredible.
The color is incredible.
The color's so good. And the paillette jacket, cropped, long sleeve. I mean, imagine dancing in this and it just shaking all over the place. It's just a perfect stage piece. So,
And didn't she wear it with a cadet
yeah,
hat?
with a cadet hat. So good. I mean, it's just like her looks were just conceptualized from head to toe. And she wore a lot of over-the-knee boots. And so if you take a look at like pictures of her, she's always wearing boots, which I love boots because they're easy to dance in, and she did a lot of dancing. And again, it just ties into her Western wear and also being glamorous and being able to move. That reference to just glamour and disco.
That décolletage is like super sexy. It's a label that I'm not familiar with. It's Barachi Couture. Beautiful quality fabric, nice detailing, self-piping around the bust. It's really a nice piece.
It's so good. And the color is just
I'd get
so
married in
vibrant.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Without a doubt.
What about the accessories?
Yeah, the accessories were a big piece of her style as well. So she wore a lot of costume jewelry, a lot of amazing rhinestones. She loved jungle print, which I also really love jungle print. It's just like so good. She wore a lot of like teardrop rhinestone earrings. And then again, she loved Versace. So good.
It is. And then this is there's a great shoe line called El Vaquera. How do you pronounce it?
Ooh, vaquera.
And the work that he had, the cut work, the layers, this reminds me of El Vaquera, this belt.
Yeah. Amazing.
Everybody loves a stud.
Oh, yeah. In many different ways.
And I should mention that in the film that Jennifer Lopez was in, the costume designer was a fabulous Italian woman named Elisabetta Baraldo. And I knew her, I've worked with her on a very small level, but the DNA that she put on that screen with the wardrobe was so important because it really screamed Selena's personality. So she did a great job.
Yeah, and that's something too, when you're dealing with someone's legacy, you have to be very like on point with the way you're gonna pretty much represent that person in their biopic. And she did a wonderful job. I mean, the looks were absolutely on point. Everything from the beginning to the end. Such a good film. Yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed this episode on Selena's style. And I just want to repeat how valuable a personality is like her, because it uplifts the culture and it makes it more accessible, and maybe a little bit, it opens people's hearts a little bit more to being accepting. And so on that note, let's say for 2021 that we make an effort to open our hearts more and be accepting and to be kind and gentle. Because we had a rough year.
Yeah, we did.
So on to bigger and better times.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And again, just reiterating, Selena Quintanilla was an icon in everything that she did. It's so important for all kinds of different cultures to have the representation in pop culture, and she is somebody that we continue to lift up, and I would say that we're very protective of, because we cherish her so much, and there's been nobody like her. It's a beautiful thing to see her impact and inspiration still, even years after she passed away, years after she first stepped on stage, and I will forever be a fan. And thank you for letting me share the stage with you here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You amplified and enhanced it.
Thank you.
So on that note, if you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up. If you're new to this YouTube channel, please subscribe. And other than that, we will see you next year. So thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye.